Glorious rising, y'all. Happy Thursday. It is 6:26 a.m. in my warm, cozy apartment. And I want to give us a reading for today. It's going to piggyback off of yesterday. That's what I learned. Everything is based off of a bigger picture. Each message is for the bigger picture of the greater good. So yesterday, the last couple messages I've been talking about, like really tapping in and locking in with your higher self and tapping into God, stepping into your authority. And, now it's time to take action because we are in the Aries season, New Year, which is a Rams. So this is all about reflecting and, we reflected, and so now it's time to take action. Okay, so what the reflection that I received was, so after yesterday, it's imperative to know about universal laws. Okay, once you have really tapped in and you become real spiritual, then you understand government, the government, or Babylon, as some people like to call them, has set up their own laws that keeps us away from the natural laws. Natural laws are what is an ordinance to, the grand scheme of things. And so in those natural laws, you get the universal laws. We're going to go through the universal laws, but we're going to start off unpacking karma. Okay, so I have read, this is the principle of karma, or the law of karma, is the notion that all of life is governed by a system of cause and effect, action and reaction, in which your deeds have corresponding effects on the future. Karma is a precise science. Everything in nature obeys laws. Again, those are natural laws. As you sow, shall you reap, but 100 times over. And every single action we take is like a little seed we plant. The consequence or effect of one's karma can be described in two forms. There's a phallus, and then there's their samskars. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. But the phala is the fruit or the result that we have put in, in the visible or invisible effect that is typically immediate or within the current life. And then you are contrasting karma. The samskaras are invisible effects produced inside the person. And I guess those could be we have family karma, lifetime karma, different karmas from different lifetimes, different families, all that type of stuff. All actions have consequences which will affect the doer of the action at some future time. All life is governed by cause and effect. Whatever is destined not to happen will not happen. So try as you may, and whatever is destined to happen will happen. Do what you may to prevent it. This is certain. The best course, therefore, is to remain silent. So with that being said, is when we're trying to push and not surrender to life, what's going to happen is going to happen. So all we can do is put our best foot forward and make sure that we do our best to prevent things from happening. Okay, so we don't force anything, but we do our best to kind of push things to go in a certain direction. Okay, so we know that karma and destiny. Karma is a Vedic science with roots in India and is a central teaching of many spiritual traditions. Karma is the idea that everything in our life takes place due to the past actions, and that present actions affect our future lifetimes. Karma is linked to rebirth. Okay, so we are absolutely having a rebirth at this time. This is Aries season, top of the new year, new birth. So what we're doing, and then what we were reading before, it was talking about, or not, what the reading was saying was before, is standing into your personal authority. So, I'm trying to figure out what that meant. And so, I'm going to get to that in a minute. But let's get some cards. Let's get some cards. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So, let's get to some cards. See. So, now that we know the law of karma, we are going to dive deep in, because there's 12 laws of karma. I am going to come on here and talk about those. I'm going to do my research and do it. So what is the message for a spirit this morning in correlation with the law of karma? Ambition. So right now, every seed that we are to be planting and putting out has everything to do with our ambition when we step into the authority. Everything. So we make sure that we are having good karma in regards to our ambition. And because this is giving gold, it's solar plexus chakra, 8 plus 38, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is a new cycle. It's 11 is a number. It's a number. That's too much. I don't want to take that. So the seed we are to be planting are the seeds of ambition. Okay, so that's the only focus that we should be having right now, is to be ambitious. This is a divine time. Very auspicious time, 6:33 in the morning. For us and our knowing, the solar plexus chakra. So we're balancing our mind with our emotions, logic. We've been talking about this for a long time. So with that being said, we know the law of karma. We'll unpack that more. But then when it was talking about stepping into your personal authority. Okay, so yesterday, my little spidey sentence, I was already talking about this, but now I think that it's time to delve deep dive more into it. Delve into it more, whatever the word is. And it's about the human design. I am a generator. I had an authority type of sacral or something. I just did the chart yesterday. So I am advocating, and this is a part of our healing. People pleasing. This isn't people pleasing. This is surrender the habit of people pleasing. Okay, so with the divine, the human design, it's like you can do all these things that you want to do, and this kind of, I guess, goes back into karma, the seeds that we're planting. You can do in life what pleases other people, or you can step into your authenticity, and you can do what your life and your body is designed to do. And so I guess that's what's talking about, not people pleasing. Don't do what is right for other people or how other people want you to do things. Do the things the way that you are built, the way you are truly built. Astrology is it made me understand why I do the things you do. Your human design, getting a natal chart, getting your birth chart, imperative. So then when you get your human design chart, that tells you, because that's stepping into your authority. Because the little videos that I have watched, it's talked about knowing how to maneuver in this world. So birth charts, astrology tell us why we do the things we do. Human design tells us how to do the things we do, how to use our energy, what we should be doing, and how to assert ourselves, how to work in this realm, and then be successful. You know what I mean? And so this is a very auspicious time, the divine time, that we can tap into thyself. This is another part of knowing thyself, a higher consciousness of knowing thyself. And it's definitely, widening the solar plexus chakra, the opening of it, and then just really being tapped into God within yourself, because God is within you. So that is the message for today. I'm going to do another one, but for now, human design. So I want to talk about what's happening astrologically and putting everything together. So pretty much, what's happening. So on Tuesday, this is Thursday, I'm 2 days behind. We have a new moon in Aries, which marks the beginning of a new cycle. So this is a good time to commit to personal goals that express the positive energies of the sign of the realm. Time to take action on, your purpose. And so with that being said, this is a strong cycle under which to reevaluate our relationships with ourselves. So that's why I'm saying it's imperative. We're starting a new cycle. So let's just say you are like, why am I not happy? Why do I feel depressed? Like, not really understanding yourself, or you're feeling some type of way. I would say start with knowing thyself. Get an astrological chart, your birth chart. And then now we know we need to know our human design. And so, bigger picture, law of karma. If we know what we need to know, then we can plant the correct seeds. And those seeds will begin to take fruition. Time to make a solid yet realistic plan. Okay, so when it starts talking about all this, Aries learn through experience and action, and it is also a good cycle under which to discover the benefits of expressing ourselves with authority. And then this is a big time to start an authenticity journey. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about what exactly is human design. I put, much like an astrological birth chart, human design is a system based on your exact time, date, and place of birth. This information doesn't just map where the planets were in the sky when you were born, like a birth chart, and that pretty much explains the difference in our characteristics and the energies that we have, our life events that are possible to occur. It gives us like I said before, it gives us the blueprint of who we are. Now, the human design identifies your dominant sacras to create a body graph. And the human design, so it's funny. So going back to what I wrote here, and it says time to make a solid yet realistic plan. It is also a good cycle under which to discover the benefits of expressing ourselves with authority. Okay, so on your chart, your human design chart, first off, there's 5 types. There's the manifester, there's a generator, there's a manifesting generator, there's a projector, and there's a reflector. Manifesting generator, projector, reflectors. Those are the 5 types, okay? The human design involves psychology and science. It was developed in 1987 by a man named Ra Uru. I could be saying that wrong. Nonetheless, we're giving him his props. He came up with it. Shout out to 1987. And so when you get your chart, it will have your strategy, and that's how to respond. So I'm a responder. So I know in life, the strategy that I need to take is don't initiate anything. I will always need to respond to something. I have the answer. What are the things that I know? I have the answer to help you. I'm here to help you. I am going to respond. So I know, okay, so back to the law of karma, okay? If I move in my authority, then in my human design, my specific, authentically made design, that cause should have an effect and bring many opportunities for me to respond. That is how I should be moving in life. Slowing down. I'm a generator. That means I need to be mindful of my energy. I don't need to take on too much. I don't need to initiate anything. I don't need to act. I used to find fulfillment in being of service. I am here for you. if you need me. And it kind of makes sense because anytime I tried to initiate anything, it never worked out. So that means I was not flowing with the correct resistance of who I am. Okay? So now I know to respond. I just need to respond. And other than that, I just need to like chill and study what I need to study, know what I know, do what I do me, you know? This is a perfect time to do you. Then it has like a not self theme, frustration. I probably could get frustrated a lot. Matter of fact, I do. Why? Because I'm initiating things and not responding to things. Makes sense. Okay. Then it gives you your inner authority. Mine's is sacral. So whatever that means, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what it means. I don't. So but I know that whatever that sacral, the videos that I have watched correlates with not people pleasing. Bruh, now is the time that I move like this. And that whole cycle, my human design and my birth chart, and do all the things that I know to do. Right. See, this is resistance. So we are living the life of taking the path of least resistance. That is what our authority, our inner authority is to do. Be on the path of the least resistance. What I need to know is I know that what I'm doing now, I have to be cognizant of my energy. This explains why I don't have energy. It explains it. And so there's other categories for you to learn. But let's really human design. Like, this is our mission for the next few days, really to tap into human design. Once we follow the path of least resistance, then we'll be able to be an inspiration. Or maybe that's how we're supposed to live our life, as the inspiration to people. Wow, how do you get to do the things you want to do as a generator? Generators do what pleases them. Because I am following the path of least resistance, and let me show you how. Okay? So I am so thankful to have this like interconnectivity to the universe and the Most High, and understanding the whole concept of this universe. Yep. Once we start doing that, we'll start gaining a lot more respect. Once you walk in your personal authority, your personal authenticity, and you're leading, with the strategy, because you need a plan and you need a strategy for everything. So this takes me back to learning about discourse. There's a discourse for everything. So we need to, the strategy, the plan would be to tap into our personal discourse and take on those identity traits. That way we take on the correct ones for the path of the least resistance of our authenticity. Because I know I'm supposed to live an authentic life. My life will not look like anybody else's here. 8:11 on the clock. So whoever is a generator, or, and then I'm starting to think, because I'm like, oh, I'm ADHD, but I know with the work that I'm doing, it's when you are different, people want to make it seem like you have a skill deficit. Maybe I don't have a deficit. Maybe I just needed to tap into like really knowing myself and how I operate, because everybody is to operate differently. We are not all literally made like to be the same. We're literally different. Right. So right now the journey is to build the skill to walk in love, be love, exonerate love. All of that. I'm just trying to be love. That's it. So that's the skill that we are being in. And maybe that's what love and hustle. The skill, we're building our skill of, trying to hustle love. God's love, and just spreading love and helping other people love themselves, love others, loving y'all, being love, doing loving things, like, period. I'm here for this message. So I hope this finds you in time today. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you find this, human design, find that, walk in your authority, Know your natal chart, be in alignment with the cosmos, universal law.